Hello, hello, hello. I was able to get a special commentator again. My name is Patrice Williams, and thank you for joining us. Day 2, we have a special edition of Counting the Votes. Hello, this is...
How you doing, people?
My better half, Mr. Earl Hall. He does not want to do this, but he is the guy that knows the best about following our national numbers. You're the guy. And so he's here. He's decided to color coordinate with me and match. That makes me really happy. I like matching you. That's a lot of fun.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is bring us to the national screen like I did before, like we did yesterday. And I want you, sir, to give us your thoughts on what is going on with this presidential race. I don't know why this is taking so long. Let's start there. Why is this taking so long? Let's see, we're at 253 for Biden, 214 for Trump. I'm looking at the map. I don't understand what is taking so long. Earl, tell us what's happening.
It might be taking so long because you have to keep in mind that when Joe Biden wins this thing, he's going to have received the most votes for president in the history of the US, even more than Obama in 2008. Because of COVID-19 because of COVID-19 pandemic, people are doing mail-in. So a lot of Democrats in a lot of states did mail-in ballots, and that's why it's taking so long. So given that millions and millions and millions of people voted this cycle, you have to keep in mind that these precincts are getting more mail-in ballots than they've ever gotten before. Therefore, that's the reason they're taking so long in certain states. The turnout is phenomenal. Biden may be expected to win Pennsylvania by as many as 470,000 votes, which is more than Obama did in 2008, I believe. The turnout, is just unreal. Even though it looks like Trump is going to lose, he still had a good turnout. Biden's turnout, which is just better. The numbers are phenomenal. So basically, the state of the race is just the same. I was on a conference call on Twitter. The Biden campaign did a Twitter live conference call, and their campaign is feeling very comfortable that they're going to win this election. They said they feel good about Pennsylvania. They feel good about Nevada. They feel good about Arizona. Arizona has been called by 8 other news organizations. MSNBC and CNN has not called Arizona for Biden. Who knows why? Could be ratings, various other things. They don't want to be perceived as being wrong, so they want to be extra cautious. But 8 other news outlets, newspapers, organizations have given Biden Arizona already. So in some of those places, Biden is at 264, I believe, to where he only needs 6 electoral votes to get to 270. The race still looks the same. Like I said, the Biden campaign feels confident. They're only not sure about Georgia. They say Georgia's a toss-up, but looking at the numbers coming in, I think Trump is ahead by 14,000 votes with something like maybe 40,000 votes left to be counted in Democrat-leaning counties. So it looks like Biden may surprise Trump and flip Georgia, which would mean that Biden flipped 2 red states, Georgia and Arizona. And again, Trump hasn't flipped anything. In 2016, Trump flipped Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. If Hillary Clinton would have won Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, she would have won the election.
Okay, so a few questions. We have Brad Hodak. Hey, Brad. Brad and I went to law school together. Brad is holding down Fulton County, Georgia. Brad, are you seeing all that? Did you see all that energy surrounding voting in Fulton County? So in the chat box, let us know what you were seeing. Marty says, "Hey, fam."
Hey, what's going on?
But you know, he's my fam.
Party Marty.
I don't know what that means. They went to school together. You all went to school together.
No. Actually, I was going to school, and Marty worked in the counseling department at Long Beach State.
Only to find out, I did Ancestry DNA, only to find out that Marty and I are related. We don't know how, but we're related. So, hi, fam is actually to me.
Well, I knew him first. So,
Brad says that voting was great. So that's good. Okay, Georgia. Okay, so let me summarize what you just kind of told us. What you said was that we have battleground state. No, you said, first of all, you said it was the highest day of voting.
No, what I'm saying is after all of the votes are counted nationwide, Joe Biden is going to have gotten the most votes ever for a U.S. president. It's predicted.
Okay.
And those numbers are going to surpass Obama.
That's pretty stunning. And also, we did hear the night before Election Day that over 100 million people in the United States before Election Day had voted. So we hadn't even heard the Election Day numbers or the mail-in ballot numbers. We haven't seen those numbers. Right. So it makes sense that this is going to be an historic year of voting.
The numbers are definitely going to be historic when you combine the Republican votes and the Democrat votes. It's just going to be historic.
Okay, so then looking at this chart, there's 253 for Biden, 214 for Trump. Are you saying that there's no way that Trump can catch up?
What I'm saying is, if there is no
He's saying it that way because this is how we talk at home.
If there is no interference from the courts, which the political pundits are saying, all of the lawsuits that the Trump campaign are filing, most of the political pundits are saying they are frivolous. Biden's lead lawyer said those claims are frivolous. If the votes are counted and Joe Biden wins Pennsylvania, he'll win the election. Joe Biden is really sitting at 264 if you count the AP and Fox News. Whoever thought we'd be saying Fox News is being objective, but Fox News has given Arizona to Biden. So let's say Biden is sitting at 264 right now. If he wins Pennsylvania, it's over. The election is over. He's over 270. Doesn't need Nevada, doesn't need Arizona, doesn't need Georgia, doesn't need North Carolina. It's a done deal.
Okay, and I know that you are following Donald Trump's tweets. What is he saying?
I mean,
because you gave us a version from what Biden's attorneys are saying. What's being said on the what does he feel like his roadmap looks like? What is his roadmap to when I know one of his what he was trying to do was stop the count.
Right.
So Election Day, he said, "Don't count anymore. Stop right now."
So he's still reiterating stop the count. He wants the count stopped in Georgia and Pennsylvania, but he wants the count to keep going in Arizona and Nevada. Go figure. Makes no sense, but it's Donald Trump. What can I say?
Do you feel like there's any roadmap for Trump at all?
Not on this planet, unless the courts are involved. I mean, the numbers are the numbers, people. It is what it is. The numbers are the numbers. It's not rocket science. Again, I'll say this before I leave. If Hillary Clinton would have won Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, she would have beaten Trump. The map, the electoral map, looks the same as 2016. The only difference is Biden may flip Arizona, looks like, and he may flip Georgia. 2016, Hillary won Nevada. She lost Arizona by 3 points. I'm not sure where she lost, how many points she lost Georgia by, maybe 3 to 5. But again, those were red states. So again, the map looks very similar. So, you know, again, it's not rocket science. I'm only getting this from the Biden campaign. I'm not a guru. It's just
you're the guru in my house, sir.
Just watching what the numbers are. So it looks like Biden is going to win. His campaign is very confident. That's why you see him doing press conferences every day saying, we feel good. The numbers look good. He's projecting strength. He's acting as if he won, which is the play he should be doing. If Donald Trump really thought he was winning, he would be doing press conferences saying he was winning, and you wouldn't see these lawsuits.
Okay. Can you give us a quick summary for the Senate and the House? You were giving me a little bit of an update about that this morning.
So as far as the Senate is concerned, it looked like the Democrats suffered big losses because a lot of the candidates in the Senate ended up losing. What people have to realize, a lot of those candidates were running in red states. And the polling has suggested that some of those Senate Democrats were winning in those red states. Well, when it was all said and done, those Senate races went with the people that voted for Trump for president. So if you had a Democratic senator in Texas, MJ Hagar, she lost because Trump lost the state, essentially, you know, more or less. But the thing is, the Democrats still picked up 2 Senate seats. Before the election started, they only needed to pick up 4 to gain control of the Senate. So they won 2 in Colorado and Arizona. Now it looks like Georgia, they may pick up 2 more in runoff elections because the Senate candidate for the Republican side in Georgia did not get over 50%. So he just fell slightly below 50%. So in Georgia, you have to get over 50% to win. So now it looks like the state of Georgia will have 2 runoffs for Democrats trying to win those seats. So if you want to be hypothetical and say those 2 Democrats win those 2 runoff elections in Georgia, and you take the wins in Arizona and Colorado, you have the net gain of +4. And we're not even speaking of Alaska, where they say that Democrats there might win. That's purely hypothetical, but you know, we don't know.
Okay. So, but in the House, it looks like there's 227 projected Democrats and 208 Republican. So it's gonna.
The Democrats are going to regain control of the House. I believe they lost 6 to 8 seats, so they didn't gain any. They lost a few, but they're still going to remain control of the House. So that's, you know, there's no big sea change there. Mm-hmm. Nancy Pelosi still will be Speaker of the House.
Okay. So would you say that if we have Biden as president, and the reason why this matters, that the Senate and the House are led on the Democratic side, would you say the reason why that's positive, why we want that to happen, is we can reverse changes over the last 4 years? We can quickly kind of get our country back to where it was 4 years ago? I mean, what is the benefit?
So to speak, more laws will probably get passed, you know, that are good for the American people. Again, if they gain those 4 seats, I believe Kamala may be the deciding factor, because as a vice president, she has a deciding vote if there's a tie in the Senate. So I believe if those Democrats gain those 4 seats, she'll be the tiebreaker, because it'll be 50-50, I believe. So that's why the Senate is in play. and people are really focusing on that. With a Democratic Senate, the HEROES Act gets passed. If they want to vote on expanding the Supreme Court, it may happen. If they want to turn the District of Columbia into a state, it may happen with control of the Senate. It just gives the Democrats better options at implementing the policies that they want to see nationwide, so to speak. So.
Love it. Let's see if there's any questions. Tanya Austin says she's with you, not on this planet. She says Biden's going to win. So did Lisa Jones. She said, Big E, you said it. And Jessica Kelly, hello. She says, you got it, Mr. Earl. She says, you're back and she's glad to see you here. And, and I must have gotten him a Venti Starbucks. You know what? He made me coffee this morning, but he did not want to do this. I had to just fuss and fuss and fuss. And Sarah Palmasino says Biden is gonna win, and she feels that Nevada is right there. Nevada is right there about to. When are we going to hear some final results? This is days later. I know Congressman Mike Thompson was with me a few days ago on our watch party on Election Day, and he said, we've always said. He said that they've always said that this was going to be a few days out. We were not going to get the decision Election Day. What is happening and what is playing out is what was anticipated right from the beginning.
It could be later on today if Biden wins Georgia. I believe that could be it.
That's
if he wins Pennsylvania, it's definitely ball game. It's just if the problem with Pennsylvania is it's so many ballots they had to vote. I mean, they have the count. You just don't know. It could be today. It could be tomorrow. So, the election should be wrapped up by tomorrow. That's what most of the pundits are saying. I would assume that. And Pennsylvania may be the last, to get in the votes because they have so many votes to count. So we should know something for sure by tomorrow, possibly today. Who knows? But, the inevitable is Biden is going to win. It's pretty much a done deal.
Okay.
Only the courts can turn this around for Trump.
Okay. So we should keep looking at courts, at lawsuits. That we should keep an eye out for that today.
They're going to be frivolous lawsuits filed. That's just what the Trump campaign is doing. But if every vote is counted, Joe Biden is going to go over 270.
Let's see. Tiffany says, hi, Earl. So Brad,
how are you, Tiffany? So
I see what you're saying, Brad. Brad says, I think a divided government gives the center of both parties a ability to work together and reverse the current polarization our politics has experienced. But maybe I'm being too optimistic. I'm exactly with you, Brad. I am, but I don't know. I just feel like we have so much work to do as well. So I don't know. Sarah, but I agree. I hope we can work together. I do. Sarah says Pennsylvania has 30,000 questionable ballots that have been checked by sworn in folks. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
We'll know after all the votes are counted. I mean, we just have to let every vote be counted. And then if there's fraud, it'll come to light.
Laquita Vaughn says that Nevada would be ready in 30 minutes. Is it Nevada or Nevada?
I have no idea.
Oh, me neither. But one is right and one is wrong. That I know. Okay. Anything else you want to share with us? Because I know we're on a countdown for you to. Well, but okay. So
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. But who else would love for Earl to come back tomorrow? I have to fuss with him every morning for you to come back. You don't like this. You don't like being on camera, but you bring such a great point of view. Who would like to see Earl come back tomorrow? And if you think so, hit me on the chat because I need help convincing.
Okay.
Jessica says yes.
Enjoy your election coverage. I will see you later.
I say you come back tomorrow and you match me again. You came out the room matching. I like that. Sir, can you bring your chair?
You killing me. Like, really?
All right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do a little bit of Solano County coverage. We have 3 races that you all have sent me in advance that we need to look at. That is the City of Vallejo, the mayoral, Suisun City City Council. I think there was a 1-point spread, and also a very close race is the one of the Solano County Board of Education seats. So let's look at those. I did not look at them this morning. And I know that Tiffany Jones is live with us. Tiff, if you're still live with us, let me know if you've heard any updates. I know you've been in communication with the Solano County Board Register of Voters, and you were giving us some updates surrounding number of ballots out, I believe. So let me refresh. Let's see if we see any differences. Okay, so we have a voter turnout of 68.2% right now, and what that is the number of registered voters by the ballots cast. So hopefully that number will continue to rise as mail-in ballots are still arriving. And of course, as you all know from yesterday, we have 348 precincts in Solano County. So let's scroll down and see which race that we get to first. That's our state races. And by the way, I'm going to put here in the link, this link, if you want to look and review this link on your own. So right now, Solano County Board of Education, I hope I'm saying it right, SCO, and not SCO-E, but sometimes I mess it up, because in Sacramento, one is SCO, and then for us, one is SCO-E, and I get it turned around which one is which. But anyway, for area number two, very, very close. Amy Sharp right now has 13,342, and Dr. Bonnie Carol Hamilton has 13,828. I was on text with Bonnie last night, and there is another database that is holding some of their election results. I think they must be on the corner, or somehow they have some Napa County voters that live in Fairfield. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how that works. But she was saying if we look on the Napa County side, there are, she's 21 votes ahead, so ahead by 7. That was as of yesterday. And I know that that's also accurate with at least one other candidate. Let me just pull this up. And actually with various candidates. So when we look at the state races, I know that is true for state races as well. So here for Assembly District 4, it looks like, well, in Solano County, Matthew Nelson is the lead, but the bulk of those numbers are coming from a different county, and I think it's Napa County. The same thing with Bill Dodd. Bill Dodd's district extends outside of Solano County. Same thing with District 11. It extends outside of Solano County. The same with Assembly 14, extends outside of Solano County. So that's how she explained it to me. And so this is still a race to watch, with mail-in ballots still coming in. So the other race that we wanted to look at was Suisun City and City of Vallejo. Oh, and as I'm scrolling, I see Bethany. Bethany Smith really pulled out for Fairfield Suisun Unified School District. That looks good, Bethany. Congratulations. Okay, it's just scrolling down. I can definitely tell some mail-in, some more votes have been counted because these numbers have definitely shifted. And just scrolling down to, I think we're gonna get to City of Vallejo mayor first. Let's see what those numbers look like. No, we're gonna get to Suisun first. Okay, so Suisun City. Alma Hernandez, y'all met her yesterday. She's still picking up more votes. She's at 5,125. She's absolutely secured her seat on the Suisun City board, but the gap is widening between Anthony Adams. There was a 1-point difference between him and Mike Hudson yesterday, and now Tony Adams has gone into 4th place, and there is Mike Hudson is now number 2, and Tom Adler is number 3. So they are really still fighting it out, but there's not much points between them at all. This is still a race to watch. The Suisun City Council race. So that is really interesting. So I know many of you, and let's see if we have, Dana Dean said, nope, just go. Okay, nope, just go. And Dana Dean, she is on the SCO board. Pronounce the E in Solano County. Got it. Okay, so SCO E in Solano County. And that is done by Sonoma and Sacramento. Thank you. Thank you for that clarification, Trustee Dana Dean. Okay, so let's look at mayoral for Vallejo. Here we are. I'm going to put it to the top here of our screen. So I can also tell more votes have come in on this City of Vallejo seat. Robert McConnell is at 17,653. Hakeem Brown is at 16,431. I still don't know how many mail-in ballots. I was just kind of doing some kind of math. If people mailed their ballots on Tuesday and all of our ballots mail goes to Oakland. So say you live in Vallejo and you mail your ballot on Tuesday. Well, it still goes, from what I understand, it goes to Oakland and back to Vallejo. That's what I think. I need someone to verify, but that's what I think. If that is so, it's now Thursday. So if that is right, if our Vallejo City mail goes to goes to Oakland first and then back, then today there should be there should be mail coming in, right, to be counted. So I think we still may have some mail to be counted that are coming in today. Also, I didn't mention it on yesterday, but I would say too that there was thoughts internally that Robert McConnell, he ran for county supervisor, District 1. So people are asking, why does this number look so big? And I think that Robert McConnell was on the ballot in March for Solano County Supervisor, District 1. He ran that race. He had signs everywhere. A lot of it is name recognition. I bet that's helping with his numbers. I do. I think that helped with his numbers. And rumor says that the whole time he had it in his mind that he was running for mayor, even though he was running for a county supervisor. So if you look at it that way, if that is true, he's been running for a long time, months and months and months. And I'm wondering if that has something to do with his numbers. But I think those are all races to count. Okay, wait. So Dana Dean says, no E in Solano. Okay, SCO. SCO. I think I have it. Just SCO, Dana says. Okay, got it. I see Lisa, she's saying, yep, she agrees that, that was a race that was being run the whole time. So that's it. Thank you for coming on air with me. It's been nice to be able to share these results and do this interactive chat with friends every day. I think we may do one more tomorrow. I'm hoping that tomorrow we can come on, and for me, a moment to celebrate. That's what I'm hoping. I am hoping personally for a Biden-Harris win. And tomorrow, I hope to celebrate and bring some of you all on live. If you want to come on live with me, send me a message. And I want to talk about what that means. What that means to all of us. What does that mean for us nationwide? What does that mean for us countywide? How do you feel? If you're upset about it, I want to know about that. If you want to come live with me, Tiffany Jones says, do one more show. Okay, Sarah, I got it. Do you want to come on live with me? Okay, Dana, Dean. If you do, just send me a message. So we'll do one more show, and we're hoping that tomorrow is the celebration show, and we'll think of a way to make it really special. But for now, it was good to see you all, and we will be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. Take care. Bye.